In May of 2023, Sergeant Michael Kunovich of the St. Johns County Sheriff's Office pulls up on Virgilio Aguilar Mendez, an undocumented migrant worker from Guatemala trying to support his family back home by working in Florida's agricultural industry. What happens next has garnered international attention and calls for justice.
422 St. John's. 1012, single 13 P. Hispanic male, white t-shirt, black shorts, Super 8 16, 3576, you be 54 on me. Stop.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Okay, why, when I was driving around... Stop.
Eating.
Okay, but why did you get up and walk away?
Huh?
When you saw me, you got up and walked away. Why?
Yeah.
Why?
But you meet me here, you go for drinking.
Where are you staying?
Huh?
Where are you staying? Sleeping?
You say, yeah.
Here?
Yes.
Well, why aren't you eating inside?
I'm sorry. Yeah.
What?
I'm sorry. Speaks.
Okay, I've got some comment.
It's obvious that Mendez doesn't understand what Kunovich is saying and is trying his darndest to explain what he's doing. Still, Kunovich continues to press him. Even after saying another officer is on the way, we also have to mention that Kunovich was not responding to a 911 call or another complaint about Mendez. Kunovich determined Mendez was acting suspiciously since he reportedly saw Mendez sitting outside a closed business.
Okay, do you have any ID and identification? License?
What?
ID, identification.
Yeah.
In the room?
Yeah.
Okay, what's your first name?
Huh?
Your first name?
I'm sorry. I'm speaking.
Okay, do you have any weapons on you?
Huh?
Do you have any weapons on you?
No.
Well, you know what that is. Turn around, let me look.
No.
Turn around.
No.
Turn around.
But no.
Don't walk away from me.
No, sorry.
Don't pull away from me. I'm checking you for what? Get your hands away from your...
No.
Stop.
No.
Stop.
No. I'm sorry.
Oh.
No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Turn around. Get on the ground.
Hey, I'm sorry.
Get on the ground.
I'm sorry.
Kunovich unnecessarily escalates the stop by trying to search and detain Mendez, despite him having no clue what's going on and understandably fearing an eventual deportation as a second officer arrives on scene and wrestles Mendez to the ground with Kunovich.
Familia. Mi family. I'm going to tase you. Stop. Put your hands behind me. Family.
Mendez appears to be saying family before he is chokeslammed and tasered while on the ground.
No. Use your hands.
No.
Hands.
Huh?
Hands.
Hands.
Lay on your stomach.
I'm sorry, no speak English.
Lay on your stomach. Let go of the knife. Suelta el cuchillo. Let go of the knife. Suelta el cuchillo. Va a romper tu brazo. That's out.
While not shown on camera, officers say that Mendez tried to grab one of their tasers and reportedly found a small pocket knife on Mendez while forcing him into cuffs on the ground. Now, as unnecessary and disturbing as the arrest itself was, things took a sharp turn for the worse as Sergeant Kunovich, the officer who originally stopped Mendez, ended up suffering a heart attack and collapsed shortly after Mendez was placed in cuffs, later losing his life in the hospital after 26 years with the St. John's Sheriff's Office. Mendez was initially facing a felony murder charge and a resisting arrest with violence charge when he was first arrested. A resisting arrest charge was expected, but you don't have to be a legal scholar to think that charging Mendez with murder because an officer involved in an arrest out of a heart attack is beyond absurd. A few months later, the murder charge was reduced to an aggravated manslaughter charge, but in reality, that means the state is still holding Mendez primarily responsible for Kunovich's death just through negligence rather than intention. St. Johns County Medical Examiner Dr. Wendolyn Sneed determined Kunovich's cause of death to be an abnormal and or irregular heartbeat due to damaged arteries and high blood pressure, with the physical and emotional stress of arresting Mendez being possible contributory causes. The full report also details interviewed officers claiming that Kunovich complained about back and chest pain and respiratory issues in the past. With all this being said, Mendez has remained in custody without bond since May of last year, but now his family has hired a lawyer in hopes of preventing Mendez from serving life in prison. Attorney Philip Arroyo argues that Kunovich violated Mendez's Fourth Amendment rights when trying to search Mendez after initiating the stop. St. John's Sheriff Robert Hardwick is obviously running defense for his employees and blaming Kunovich's death on Mendez not unequivocally complying with his requests, even though he didn't understand them. Mendez's first language isn't Spanish, but rather an indigenous language native to his home in Guatemala. Arroyo and his team are threatening a federal suit if the charges against Mendez aren't dropped, pointing out that to charge Mendez with manslaughter, the state must prove and establish that Mendez knew Kunovich had a heart condition beyond a reasonable doubt. Going on to say that Mendez was racially profiled and is a victim of police brutality who was subjected to multiple civil rights abuses during his arrest. Mendez was recently deemed incompetent to stand trial because he doesn't understand the legal process and will remain in Volusia County Jail for the time being without bond. As of this recording, over 460,000 people have signed a petition to immediately release Mendez from custody, and we will keep you posted as this case moves through the court system.